Oh, that's romantic. They look adorable, hugging like this. Panting loudly, the bigger tiger pulls me in for a kiss, and I kiss him back, clinging to him with my whole body. Taurav's tongue slipped past my lips, brushing against mine and exploring the inside of my maw. His kiss isn't forceful, but it's very passionate and intense. He really knows what he's doing. Of course, he's so experienced. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll continue to play Dawn Chorus Part 6. Before we start, please subscribe my channel. There weren't many students in the cafeteria anymore when I got there. Only a few chose to eat there and the rest either finished already or took their food with them. I hope that I encounter Miko or at least late there and tell them good night, but from the students I know, only Rune and Johan were there at that time. They were busy talking with each other and didn't notice me though. I grabbed one of the last plates and left. Room 16. I glanced at the next door to the right, leading to my room. Maybe in the end losing my key was a blessing in disguise. Sure, it would be nice to have my stuff back, but if I had the key I probably would spend a third of the day inside my room alone. And for sure I wouldn't spend the night with Taurav. Speaking of, the thought of it makes me anxious. I barely know him after all. I asked him already anyway, I can't just back out now. For a moment I hesitate, but finally I get up my courage and knock on the door. Come in. Stepping into the room, I feel like a prey entering a predator's lair. Oh, my goodness, Taurav is not that scary, okay? Taurav is sitting at the table with his legs crossed and looking at me with a slight smile. You can drop your things wherever. I don't mind. Okay, thanks. I quickly glance around the room, familiarizing myself with it. It looks a bit different than I imagined. Almost none of Taurav's personal belongings are lying around. There's a laptop on one of the two bedside cabinets, but that's all. Nothing that would tell me more about the room owners, apart from possibly his fondness of minimalism. I still feel his gaze on my back, so I refrain from looking around too much. Careful not to drop the food, I take off the jacket I'm wearing and hang it on the hook next to the door and drop the photo bag below it. Finally, I take off my shoes and walk across the room to the table, sitting down opposite to Taurav. Hungry? Yeah, quite. Go ahead then, take in. I didn't really look at the food we were given earlier. My mind was occupied with other things, so only now I take a better look at the food we were given. 2 rye bread sandwiches topped with slices of some dark cheese and sprinkled with pepper. Simple but looks so good. Especially considering I'm already pretty hungry. The slice of apple cake is deliciously brown on the edge and smells faintly of cardamom and cinnamon. My paws feel a bit damp, so I wipe them on my trousers nervously. What's the matter? Oh, sorry, everything's fine. Hey Kaden, don't feel tense. Taurav extends his paw above the table and starts patting my head. It has an opposite effect on me, though I can feel my cheeks getting hot and I tense up even more, embarrassed. He took me by surprise, but after the moment, the initial embarrassment disappears and his gentle strokes are soothing. Wow, that's fast! So fast we get into physical. I close my eyes and lean into his paw with my head, letting him rub my snout. His paw pads are exceptionally soft. He brushed the side of my snout with his thumb and I let out a pleased rumble. I had no idea snouts are this sensitive. He takes his paw away after a few seconds of petting and I open my eyes, missing it already. We are just eating supper together. Everything is fine. You didn't have to stop. Let's enjoy our food for now. I'm not going anywhere. I nod and grab the sandwich, taking a bite mindlessly, my mind still processing what just happened. What's that taste? Ow! Ew, it's sweet but savory and salty too. Kinda nutty, but has an aftertaste similar to caramel. Oh, I see you haven't encountered Bruno's before. You get used to it. It's an acquired taste, but once you know what to expect, it's delicious. Maybe, I hope, I have my doubts. I thought you had Bruno's in Finland though. That's where you are from, right? I hope I didn't mix it up. It is. I'm a Finn. How is it? Much different from Norway? Not really, though the landscape is quite different. Finland is covered with forests and we have lakes literally everywhere. It has the nickname the Land of 1,000 Lakes for a reason. Meanwhile, Norway has cliffs and fjords and all the mountains. Taurav nods, finishing his sandwich. I'm done with mine too, so I grab the slice of cake and take a bite. The sweet and tart flavor of ripe apples fill my mouth. Oh, it really is good. The crust is perfectly baked and crumbles easily, and a hint of cinnamon enhances the flavor. It's really well balanced, with nothing overpowering the rich taste of apple. Oh wow, this is nice. You can have mine then. I didn't plan on eating it anyway. Really? Really? Why? You don't like cakes? What kind of a psychopath doesn't like cakes? Maybe I should rethink my stay here. Taurav, I'm quite full already. I try not to eat too much. Besides, cakes aren't really good for you. I brought apples with me and I'd rather have one than a cake. I gladly have another then, thanks. Go ahead. And if you want an apple too, I have a lot of them. Taurav stands up from behind the table and walks up to the cupboard, taking an apple from it. So anyway, you know a fair bit about me already, but I want to know more about you too. And no need to be shy around me, and anything that's on your mind, you can ask anyway. Maybe we can take turns asking questions? Okay, that's cool. Sounds fine. I already asked one, so it's your turn. Okay, let me see all the options. Do you have any hobbies that nobody knows about? What's your favorite alcoholic beverage? Why did you get a degree in computer science? Lame. Why is it that kept drawing you back to Asia? Why are you so openly flirty? What's your favorite music genre? What's your ideal room temperature? Do you have someone? Okay, I will start with something that is simple. Usually, if me, I personally will ask hobbies first. Let's see. There's one, but I don't know if I call it unusual. I don't buy books because I don't want to clutter my flat with them, and while I often read ebooks, sometimes I just want to hold a physical book in my paws when reading. That's mostly the case with fantasy books, or the ones I've read in my childhood. So I often go to a library, borrow a book and go through it in 1 or 2 sittings in the reading room. I can focus better on it there than in my flat, where I have many distractions. Again, that's not very unusual, but certainly less popular in the current age. Biting into an apple, Taurav looks somewhere above me and thinks for a short moment before speaking. So how about, what's your favorite kind of music? That's an easy one to start with. I know it's a broad term, but I'll go with indie folk. You know, stuff like Nimble Foxes, Born autumn, acoustic guitar plucking and falsetto singing, but with pop sensibilities. Good for you, you are spoiled for choices nowadays then. I finished the last bite of the cake and licked my fingers clean. That was really good. And thankfully, there is more. Are you sure I can have your cake? Go ahead, I won't eat it anyway. Thanks. Okay, so Taurav is same as me. He's more a fruit person than a cake person. Okay, second question. Oh, this I really wish to ask. Why are you so openly flirty? Oh, that's an easy one. If I want something, why should I hide it? Bonus can take you far, you see. If there is something you want, you need to have the courage to go ahead and take it, and not wait for who knows what. Now let's try something more serious. What do you want to do with your life? Okay, that's really is far more serious. It might sound weird, but what I mean with that is, do you have some plan for yourself? Do you have a vision of what you would like your life to look like in 10 years? Wow. Okay, this is so serious. I want to have family. I want to travel. I want to focus on work. I want to get serious with my hobbies. Not really. Personally, I don't have any. But I think it's better to choose other options. Traveling is good, I think. Oh my god. For currently this pandemic situation, I want to travel. I wish to travel. Hearing you talk about your travels was nice, and I would like to travel like that as well. It's a nice life. I can only recommend it. Do you have someone? No. That sounded oddly decisive. I wait for him to elaborate, but he doesn't. Weird, I think he will be more open about stuff like that. Maybe that's a topic I shouldn't touch. My turn now. Were you ever in a serious relationship? Not yet, in fact, I wasn't in any, really. Never? Are you serious? Yes, I am. I would lie if I said his reaction didn't hurt my pride a bit. It's easy to feel like there's something wrong with you when you are 19 and never been with anyone. No, not yet. It's not weird. For myself, I'm in ASEAN country, like my friend is 27 years old, single all the way. To me, it's not very weird. There was one time when I had a crush on someone, but I don't think I want to get into that. Fair enough. Taurav glances at the smartwatch on his wrist before looking back at me with a smile. It's slowly getting late. I think I'll go take a shower now and get ready. Ready? I'll be back soon. He gets up and enters the bathroom, closing the door after himself. I'm left alone here, and suddenly the silence hanging in the air feels heavier. I finish the second piece of cake in silence, simply staring at the wall. Maybe the question we have asked help us know a bit more about each other, but they barely scratch the surface of who we both are. It was still helpful though. Now I don't feel tense anymore. Almost. I stand up and look around the room, but there's not much to look at, so I sit back on the chair and check the messages. I always have my notifications on mute and check the messages when I have the time, not when someone writes to me. I have only one unread message though, from Miko. Hey Kaden, you found a room for tonight? Miko message always have proper punctuation and capitalization, which is a rare thing to see. When I write with him, I do the same, otherwise I'll feel crude. Yeah, I'm staying with Taurav. It takes a moment before Miko replies, but with the way he composes his messages, it's no surprise. Okay, I'm glad. Sleep well, Kaden. And I'm back. Oh, hot. Taurav walks out of the bathroom wearing only boxers that don't leave much to imagination. My first impulse is to look away, but I know Taurav came out of the bathroom like that so I could look at him. And he certainly has nothing to be ashamed of. His tank top didn't hide much, but now it's pretty obvious that this tiger takes good care of himself. There is not much fat on him, yet he looks pleasantly soft. Yeah, I can see that. He looks very slim fit. Even here, from a distance, I can see that his fur is brushed, well kept and shiny. He has a nice solid build, somewhere between athletic and buff, and I can't help but wonder how many hours he had to spend in the gym to look like that. Yeah, I better go take a shower too. Blushing like crazy, I walk over to my photo bag and take the bathroom kit out of the side pocket. I'm glad Taurav can't see my face now. See you in a moment. Sure, Kaden, take your time. You'll find a fresh towel there, you can use it. Thanks. Phew. My heart beats so fast. I take a few deep breaths to calm down before commencing the evening maintenance. I first brush my teeth, paying special attention to my long canines. I'm glad they had a kit with a toothbrush designed for Faraday. Those bigger and whiter universal ones are sometimes painful to use. Then I strip down to the boxers, putting all my clothes on the toilet lid, first making sure that it's clean and look at myself in the mirror. Oh, I have a pretty face. Look like innocent. My face is the same as ever, but I feel like I'm looking at someone else. I raise my paw to my snout and touch it to make sure it's me. I haven't even kissed with anyone yet, and here just a moment ago, I was standing face to face with an almost naked tiger who does little to hide his intentions. Things are progressing so fast that I feel like I'm on a roller coaster that only speeds up. With a deep sigh, I lean my paws on the wall beside the mirror. The towels are still wet with steam from Taurav's shower. Am I really ready for this? Looking deep into my eyes, I search for an answer, but I know I won't find it there. The moisture in the air clings to my fur, making it damp. Isn't this what I wanted? I look at my reflection again, this time looking at my body. I'm far from being as fit as Taurav. I feel a bit self-conscious next to him. I'm just a clumsy average tiger. But then it was he who started hitting on me. Yeah, be confident, boy. Maybe he sees something in me that I can't. He told me I'm cute. I take off my boxers, letting them fall to the ground, grab the shampoo and conditioner from the bathroom kit, and get into the shower. The water is warm and pleasant. Wasting no time, I open the shampoo and start rubbing it into my fur, starting with my head. I ended up here in Taurav's room because I wanted to. I'm not doing anything against myself. I'm only going where my curiosity leads me, and that thought comforts me. I start imagining Taurav standing here with me in one shower. That alone is enough to give me a boner. Ooh, okay. I stand under the stream of water, letting it flow down my body, washing away all the tension. I don't have to imagine him here. He's just behind the wall and I'm going to see him in a few moments again. It would be nice to take a shower together though. I continue with the relaxing ritual until I'm all clean. Then I open the conditioner and apply it generously, brushing it into my wet fur. It's unbranded, but it smells nice. Now I smell nice too. Finally, I rinse my whole body again and turn off the water. I step out of the shower and dry myself with the fresh towel, which takes some time when you are all covered in thick feline fur. Yeah, I think need to take quite some time. I'm done in a few minutes. Bless modern technology for those thick super absorbing towels, and then I realized something. I don't have any fresh clothes with me, only the ones I was wearing the whole day. I wish I at least had a fresh pair of boxers. Slim chances, but I hope Taurav won't notice that. I have no choice though. So I put them on, grab the rest of my clothes, and leave the bathroom. Taurav is sitting on one of the beds and reading something on his phone when I leave the bathroom. Okay, so hot, your underwear, Taurav. Purple color. He turns in my direction and grins, putting the phone down. So my bet was right. You really are a cutie. So flirty. I think I've blushed more today than I have during my entire life combined. Hey, as I say, no need to feel tense. You look really good, you know. And you're even cuter when you get flustered like that. Thanks, you look really good too. Well, I hope so. I've put a lot of work in this. Taurav, can I ask you one more question? Should, but then I also get to ask one. Just so there aren't any misunderstandings. You are gay, right? Getting bolder, I see. I like that. I'm not gay though, I'm bisexual. Okay. In the end, it doesn't really matter because I mostly meet up with guys anyway. Oh, why is that? It just feels much easier that way, I guess. Less hustle, you know. I'm better suited for gay lifestyle, it just works well for me. I've had some women in my bed. It was always fun but not really something I miss a lot. It feels like there are so many games you have to play and expectation you have to fulfill when dating women. Meanwhile, meeting with men is no frills, no games, no shame, just fun. Okay, so you mean getting a man is easier. I've met women who think similarly, but it's rather rare. Oh, Taurav, why you sound like a playboy? With men, you can get what you want without the whole dating game, and you can spend the surplus time and resources on yourself. That's what works for me though. So I'm bi, but I might have as well been born gay and it wouldn't make a difference. I'm happy being me. What about you though? Me? That's something I don't even know myself. I'm not sure frankly. I know I like guys though. Sometimes more, sometimes less. Sometimes I think that maybe I should date a girl just to see what's like. Sometimes I'm afraid that if I don't get a girlfriend, I'll miss some important part of life. Then maybe I'll become an outsider or something and distance myself from the society around me. About the latter, that could have been true 10 or 20 years ago, but not anymore, I think. And there will always be some things in life you will miss. That's unavoidable and that's okay. There's no point in beating yourself over everything you didn't try. The more you do the better, of course, but don't feel obligated to try dating a girl. Only do it if you really want to. Yup, you're right, Taurav. Rather do what feels right to you and don't let the FOMO force you to do things you don't even want to. Maybe you're right, I just feel like I still have some exploring to do. If you want to start right now, you could come lie down here with me. Wow, okay, that's daring. I nod in response, blushing, and come closer to Taurav. He makes me some room and I sit down next to him on the bed, resting my paws on my tights, unsure what to do with them. Hey, no need to be so nervous. Of course I'm nervous. I bet Caden is a virgin. He licks my ear playfully, then nipples on it gently. The sensation sends sparks of pleasure down my spine and I shiver, surprise pressing my side against him. How about we lie down and get more comfortable? I only nod in response. I don't know if Taurav is that perceptive or if it's that obvious that I'm nervous, but he really is trying to make me feel comfortable and I'm grateful for it. Wait, I'll turn off the light first so that we won't have to get up for it later. Oh, so where are we? From this perspective, Taurav looks imposing, his handsome silhouette illuminated by the light of the moon. With the lights out, my other senses sharpen immediately. I'm suddenly very much aware of the shampoo Taurav uses. It has a nice, fresh and citrusy smell. The big tiger approached me and puts his paws on my shoulders, gently pushing me down to the bed. Wow. I hope that sooner or later you end up here. One of his paws traveled down my chest and stopped at my belly, giving it a rub. Oh, why give my belly a rub? His claws brushed through my fur and prickled my skin. My whole body feels much more sensitive than normal. His every touch makes me tremble. Wow. You have very pleasant fur, Caden. Thanks. You have nice, well, everything. Taurav chuckles and lies down beside me, then wraps his arm around me, pulling me closer to him. He smells even nicer from up close. I feel a rising urge to just press my snout against his chest and inhale his scent. That's mostly just the shampoo and conditioner he uses, as he just took a shower less than half an hour ago, but underneath there's also his own scent. Underneath? More complex and enticing. His whiskers tickle my face and brush against mine. I can feel his hot breath on my nose. He bumps his snout against mine gently, looking me in the eyes. His paw returns to my chest, rubbing it gently in circles, then slowly moves down my torso, the tip of his claw grazing my navel, and then even slower. Oh! Stop him and let him continue. Are you stupid? Of course let him continue. I close my eyes and rub my snout back against his. It's like electricity passing between us. Finally, his paw reached my boxer and slides under them. His fingers wrap around my oh, stroking it slowly, and I have to press my snout against Taurav's neck to stifle a moan. Okay, this is very sensual. Sensitive, are we? He slides down my boxers, unpacking my and traces his paw pads along its length, making me shiver. Oh my, you're already so wet, and we barely started. Okay, wow. Caden, is this your first time? I nod with my snout pressed against his neck. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's cute. Oh, same expression as me. I would have at least bought you flowers or something if I knew. Well, not like there are any florists nearby. You should have said so. I assume you wouldn't be so casual about this if this was your first time. Well, this definitely isn't casual for me. This changed the situation a bit. Is there something specific you wanted to do? I don't know. It's just nice to be here next to you and feel your body. Let's just explore ourselves a bit for now, okay? How does that sound? Sounds great. I start with putting both my paws on Taurav's chest and feeling his pecs. They are soft and supple but definitely big, and the fur covering his chest is pleasant to touch. Traveling down his torso, I reach the tended boxes, doing very little to hide his. I gulp, seeing the size of it. I'm not small myself, but Taurav looks even bigger, the outline of his clearly visible through the fabric. Wait, I'll help you. Oh! Oh my god! Wow, okay. Is that Taurav? Okay, dark brown color. But my is white color. Okay, Taurav pushed his underwear down, his slapping against his fur stomach. Wow, that is so detailed. I gotta give a big clap for the game developer. Wow, my god. Oh, that's romantic. They look adorable, hugging like this. Panting loudly, the bigger tiger pulls me in for a kiss, and I kiss him back, clinging to him with my whole body. Taurav's tongue slipped past my lips, brushing against mine and exploring the inside of my maw. His kiss isn't forceful, but it's very passionate and intense. He really knows what he's doing. Of course, he's so experienced. It's not the first kiss I imagine. Innocent and shy, but a hot and messy makeout session. Even though I already twitched almost painfully between us, poking Taurav's belly. It feels so good, being snuggled into a bigger partner, feeling so safe and wanted in their tight embrace. So, how did you like that? It was even better than I imagined. We are all sticky now. We can shower in the morning. No! My goodness! Right now I want you here. Oh my god. Turn around, I want to spoon you. What? Before those sticky? Okay. I pressed my back against Taurav and he snuggled me into himself closely again. Only now with my back against him and his arms on my torso, I can really feel how much bulkier he is than me. The bed is soft and comfortable. After sleeping in a bath seat, it feels nothing short of luxurious. Being cuddled into the big tiger feels even nicer and relaxed completely in his embrace. I put my paw on Taurav, and as I entwine my fingers with his, I can feel my heart flutter. His paw is big and fussy, and so pleasantly warm, keeping me close to him. Already falling asleep, completely spent, I barely noticed Taurav's wet leg on my neck. Oh, that's so romantic. Sleep well, Kaden. You too. Oh, that's great. Okay guys, so if you have noticed it, I have actually cut a huge part of the NSFW scene just now. I gotta cut it because if I don't cut it, YouTube will take down my video. So I will put my email at the description down there. If you want to see that scene, please email me and I will reply your email with that NSFW scene, especially for you, okay? If you really like Dawn Chorus, you might go to ish.io, okay, to support the game developer and also be their patrons, donate them money for them to continue their project. Here is what I say, okay, ish.io page, okay, go and find Dawn Chorus and follow their Twitter, support them, give them 5-star rating. Okay guys, so I think that's it for Dawn Chorus. I will wait for the next update. Whenever there is new update, I will play and continue to upload into my YouTube channel. So please subscribe my channel, like my video, and turn on your bell to make sure that you will see the latest update and gameplay of Dawn Chorus. Thank you. Bye.